Well, what's interesting is that I've been having a conversation with someone who was actually part of the grand jury, and they might be on Vlad TV soon, and they're adamant that Orlando was not the shooter.
Well, yeah, but he put the person next to him. He put the person that he lived. I know he talking about the person that was living with him. He said Freaky did it. He said Big Dre did it.
Big Dre.
So a lot of people says that because of the car seatings and all that.
Well, yeah.
Keefe D is the one that put it on his nephew.
It's true, right? And because the way I had it explained was Big Dre was the one that was actually seated
on
at the window that was directly,
Correct.
direct line of sight
Which makes sense.
to Suge's car. And he said that you wouldn't have someone have a gun right in front of your face.
You cross over on.
Yeah.
When you being out and don't want to do it, and you that mad because you just got assaulted a few hours ago, you'll reach across the person and fire those shots. But hey, only reason we know who's supposed to be the shooter and all that is because of who? Keefe D.
Well, and that's sort of the obvious person if you were to just guess who did it, right? Because he's the one that has a motive.
Correct.
Right? But Dre was also known to be, the person who would shoot people as well.
They were riders.
Yeah.
They were
super close
and
friends.
They were riders.
And it was basically like the way I had explained to me that it didn't really matter who did the shooting between the two of them.
It don't. The four. And unfortunately, Keefe is the only one that's left.
Yeah.
But only reason we get all of this information and all that, Keefe D.
Yeah, I mean, Keefe's the only person to go on record multiple times. And say that Orlando did it.
And it's unfortunate that people say, well, he only did it because he was able to start making money. Vlad TV, BET Chronicles, and all them that start paying, didn't know who the F a Keefe D was until about 2016. Well, y'all heard of his name, but you hadn't had any conversations with him. You hadn't talked to him prior to that. He's been telling this story since 2009. I don't know how people forgets that. I don't know how his attorney doesn't know that. That Keefe, their whole thing is, well, he's just doing that for money. And he's been telling us, what money was he getting in 2009? Who was you paying?
No.
You wasn't even paying people in 2000.
No, absolutely not.
Nobody was paying.
TV was just launching, yeah.
Exactly. So nobody was paying. Who was paying for the interviews in 2000? He hadn't even wrote his book yet.